ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Well, hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk about who's better between Luocha or Huohuo, but also talk about Lynx as well and see where she plays as well. But this is basically a comparison between Huohuo and Luocha and see which one is better in my humble opinion. Because at the end of the day, who doesn't love hearing my opinion? And the first thing I'm gonna do is compare Huohuo and Luocha, what they similar at, and then after that talk about Lynx, Huohuo, and Luocha respectively for their own part. And before I start, I'd like to thank my friend for helping me with the script and at the same time giving me this idea to include Lynx in my versus series. So thanks a lot for sure. And most likely this is gonna be a very long video, so strap in, get your popcorn ready, and with all that said, we can begin right now. Okay, for the similarity between Luocha and Huohuo is very simple because for one, they're both 5-star abundance healers that both have the ability to soul sustain all the hard content of Honkai style, which means you can actually go very squishy unit and they can keep their team alive. Because for one, Hyperkeratin really does appreciate having a unit that can soul sustain, so you can have two buffers that can buffer your DPS and they can really wreak some havoc for sure. Being characters like Jinglu and Vibe Turn where you can really get some real value by doing Hyperkeratins with them. So having a unit that has soul sustain capabilities are always valuable for any type of player, as casual, sweaty, triad, like all those type of players. Because for one, they offer a lot of comfort and also enable your DPS to be stronger because for one, you can afford to have two slots that can buff up your DPS and really make them do more damage. They both best built with having speed and effect res because for one, they can really take advantage of having some substats with effect res because for one, it can help them avoid getting CC so they can heal the rest of the party member, also cleanse off any debuffs on your other team. And since Huohuo and Luocha don't really have any party-wide healing with their burst, they don't heal with their burst. There might be some instances where you kind of need party-wide healing and they just can't give you that. But realistically, you will not notice that in the late game. You'll probably notice that probably in the early to mid game because in the late game, all your characters will be built up. Having a fully maxed out Lyco and fully leveled up flowers, have your supportive unit built with some bulk. Until the late game, all your characters properly build their healing from their skill and passive that they give will be more than enough. And the final thing they have in common the fact that they can't protect you from being one shot because for one, they can't heal you if you're dead. For example, let's say you don't have enough DPS for the simulated universe, to the fact that the max difficulty of all the bosses, they keep ramping up by boosting attack over and over again and then they just kill you. But as I said, you only notice it to the early and mid game to the late game when everything is built properly, you're chilling for sure. And yeah, that's about it for the similarity. Now we will talk about each of them in their own separate part and we should do that right now.
Journey still rings in my ears.
Okay, so Luocha gives more healing off rip, has AoE strip that can remove all the enemy debuff with the ultimate, which is massive. You basically have guaranteed 100% healing when you have Luocha in your party because for one, his healing is honestly ridiculous. And not to mention the fact that Luocha can basically auto heal on your party member when they fall under 50% HP, which is honestly insane. Which makes Luocha a very skill point positive character. He doesn't even need that much energy for the burst because one, you always have it most of the time. And as I said before, with Hyperkeratin, I really appreciate having Luocha team, especially in Vibe Turn and Jinglu. More specifically in Vibe Turn because one, he really does appreciate Luocha being so skill point efficient so he can use 3 skill point and really wreak some havoc. But also Luocha have a lot of amazing synergy character that can tank but also do a lot of damage as well, being characters like Clara and Blade. If you have Luocha with either Blade or Clara, that is a very comfy team, a very powerful team at the same time. Which already makes Luocha brain dead survivability even more brain dead. Luocha also heavily resists being CC'd, and at E6, Luocha really becomes a jack of all trades because for one, he buffs attack, give you a shield, and lowers enemy resistances and attack. That's honestly insane if you can get him at C6. And yeah, that's about it. Now we just move on to Huohuo now. Alright, for Huohuo for one, she can cleanse much more than Luocha. Huohuo's also have blast scaling on her skill, which is honestly sick. So you can heal the person you're gonna heal and you can heal the other two members next to them. Have a much better buffing capability being attack and energy recharge, which is massive. Huohuo cleanse with the skill snapshot with the ultimate, meaning that you can cleanse at the ultimate or at the start of the turn. When a character is less than 50% HP, Huohuo's skill triggers, which is always nice. And also one thing Huohuo provides over Luocha is the fact that she also bulky with the fact that since the healing skill is HP, that indirectly make her more bulky to take more hits. And if you spend a lot of money to get Huohuo E6, you boost your speed, you boost your damage bonus, you can revive characters. You're basically Tingyun, but you can revive and boost speed as well, but now only if that can only revive my heart after seeing Tingyun fall. And yeah, that's about it. Now let's talk about Lynx real quick.
For a tough taste like yours, we're gonna try them all!
Okay, for 4-star Lynx have a lot of interesting stuff going for you because for one, when you use the skill on either destruction or preservation unit, you increase their aggro, which means you're making them more likely to get hit, which is very valuable because for one, they always tanky enough to take hit very well than your squishier units on your team. She has somewhat of a consistent healing when you do the technique, but not really that consistent. Other than Lynx's basic attack, she can heal from a skill and the ultimate. The ultimate also have a party-wide cleanse, which is very nice, but also have a lot of energy, so you ideally want to build like an ER on she, like an ER rope. And if you manage to get she at E6, she can also have a lot of effect resistance and also gives the attack too. And also if you use her with Blade or Claire, that basically more than enough sustain where you can survive most of the time. Along with RNG played in favor because RNG can be a bitch sometimes. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, let's just start with Lynx real quick because I'll be honest, even though Lynx is amazing, especially if you use it with Blade or Clara, generally she would just get outclassed by either Luocha or Huohuo. Even though her party-wide cleanse is nice on the ultimate, and she can increase the aggro of a preservation or destruction unit, generally it's just better to have something like Luocha or Huohuo generally. The only reason to use Huohuo unless you don't have Luocha and you have someone like, let's say, Fushan or Huohuo, and you play characters like Blade or Clara, then it can definitely work. Or Lynx with a preservation like Fire MC or March 7. Lynx is fine, but I generally recommend trying to get like the 5-star bundle of preservation units. But if you only have one of the units that can still sustain, Lynx can work just fine. Now let's talk about Luocha because for one, since he skill of attack, that means he's very squishy. Unlike Huohuo that scales off max HP, it cleanses can be very slow sometimes depending if you use his skill or not. If you're just relying on his auto healing because for one, you only heal one ally and on that 50% chance, and then that auto healing is on a cooldown. And that's only really a problem if you fight a boss that can like apply your whole team with like DOT. It's not a big deal, but something you should think about. And for Huohuo, she has some energy problem you need to see about because her buffs are so valuable, so I recommend getting she ER rope a lot of speed as you possibly can so she can get more turn. And if you can, try to get a Lycon that has energy recharge on it. And one thing about Huohuo is the fact that you have to think what you're doing for one. You can't do like brain dead gameplay like Luocha, the horror, I know, right? We have to think in an anime mobile gacha game. But you do have to think more when using Huohuo compared when using Luocha, which is fine. Not every unit has to be so brain dead easy to use. The developer really did a good job making all the abundance units kind of different to the extent that they don't feel the same. Because you have Luocha who is a very skill point for the character that have 100% uptime on his healing, and Huohuo who heals enough and also offers energy recharge and buffs your attack. And you can bring them to MLC and there will be more than enough survivability to carry your team, even with Lynx if you have them with a preservation unit or destruction unit like Clara and Blade. It really hard to see a world where those three units get power creep, unlike Natasha and Violet. And one thing note, if you have Fushan, if you have Luocha, if you have Lynx with paired up with Blade or Clara, and you think that more than enough is saying you don't really need Huohuo on your account, but at the same time, if you only have one of those units and you need someone to soul sustain for your other team, then Huohuo will be more than enough for you because for one, he's a freaking pocket harmony unit that you can have that can fill up your healer slot. Like, what's more broken than that?
That which has been lost will be reclaimed.
Okay, so my final thoughts on who is better in my own opinion between Luocha and Huohuo. It's Lynx, obviously. No, I'm just joking. No way Lynx will win that. So if you would ask me who's better in my own opinion, because one, Luocha does heal much more than Huohuo, and is very skill point efficient and has like 100% uptime on its healing. Well, I just have to give it to Huohuo because even though Huohuo doesn't heal as much as Luocha, she healed enough to where she can solve the same, which is very valuable because she has better buffing capability, buffing your energy and buffing your attack as well. The only thing you have to do, you have to really build your Huohuo well, gives you so much speed, gives you that ER rope, gives you that ER Lycon, and you have to use more brain still than when you use Luocha. I know that's very hard to do because we're playing an anime mobile gacha game, but at the same time, I'm fine with that because one, I actually use my brain, even though like 1 or 2 brain cells more than the average Honkai Star Rail player. But if you're unsure who's better between Luocha or Huohuo in your own opinion, just know that Luocha is just more general use because it's skill point efficient and 100% uptime with your healing. But if you know how to build Huohuo and you know how to play her properly and you know how she works, what team she can work better in, she is technically better if you know what you're doing. And especially for like mid-max and stuff, Huohuo will be better than Luocha. But at the end of the day, if you have both these units, you have 2 MOC teams you can put them in, so you just fine, just get them both if you want. And that's it, and the winner is Huohuo, and I'm fine with that. But anyway, with all that said, I think that everything I want to talk about for today's video, and with all that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate being here. Let me know if you made fun and how you comment, because I appreciate supporting me. Let me know what you next, and let me know what you guys think. Whether I say you agree with me, disagree with me, this, let me know down below, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna kill you. meh, or it might kill you, but still comment and we call out the stuff. But anyway, final thoughts is out of the three of them, there's no wrong answer in this because for one, they're all great in their own right, but I'd much rather Huohuo because for one, I know I can make her work, I know the teams I can use, and for one, I just value the energy and attack she gives. And not to say Luocha is a bad unit, he's still very good, 100% uptime and healing and very skill point efficient, that is still always valued. So yeah, that's about it. But with all that said, take care, love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.